State Explained, Louisiana. Louisiana is the 18th state, is the 31st biggest and 25th most populated. It's named after King Louis XIV of France, the Sun King, or in French, Louis. Louisiana used to be a humongous part of what is today the U.S. Of course, it was a colony of the French, but then after the 7 Years' War, or French-Indian War in America, it was lost to Spain, and then France got it back for a hot second, and then Napoleon sold it to America for dirt cheap. It is known as the Pelican State because pelicans live there. For some reason, the capital is Baton Rouge, which means red stick, because the largest city and one of the most famous cities in the U.S., you would say it in its native French as
La Nouvelle-Orléans.
In English, New Orleans, but if you're from here, you'll probably pronounce it as Narlands. Regionally, it's in the South, specifically
The Deep South,
and has all South stereotypes. But that kind of only applies for the north of the state. The real culture comes in the South. The majority of those French people basically just stuck in and around the South here. And honestly, Louisiana has way more to do with the Caribbean than it has anything to do with the U.S. It has the culture, the colors, the music, the funny accents, Creole people, mixed race people of African and European descent, and hurricanes. But some original stuff includes swamps, gumbo, Mardi Gras, which is this week-long party that's held in France and French colonies, and it's the only place in the U.S. that celebrates it, and Cajun people. Cajun people originated in Acadia, which is part of Canada and some of Maine, which used to be part of France, but then when the British took over this area, they refused to be British, so the French people sailed all the way around to Louisiana, even back then when it was part of Spain, and somehow along the way they lost the A, so it became Cajuns. I don't know why, but Louisiana always personally makes me think of like the Roaring Twenties, the 1920s. I don't know why. Louisiana has the longest non-rail bridge in the entire world. Louisiana is in major danger of rising sea levels, famously a slave state, and was one of the first to join the CSA. Politically, Louisiana is considered conservative. There's a strong city-rural divide. Last time they voted liberally was in 1996. At 71% of the population, it is the fourth most religious state, 57% mostly Baptist, and 25% mostly Catholic because of France. And then there's not really a good estimate how many there are, but there are people who still practice voodoo because of that Caribbean influence. For real, voodoo is a mixture between African beliefs and Catholicism, but has been basically completely demonized by media because of its association with black people. There's never been a president from Louisiana, but famous people from there include Lil Wayne, Reese Witherspoon, Jared Leto, and Huey Long. Famous media set in Louisiana include The Princess and the Frog, 10 Cloverfield Lane, The Green Mile, Waterboy, Wrong Side of Town, Interview with a Vampire, Son of Dracula, and All Dogs Go to Heaven. But what do you guys think? Do you like Louisiana? You from there? Plan on visiting? Let me know in the comments below, especially if I missed anything important.